Chad, how are we doing? Glasses. It's the start of the year, and I helped my entire chat make goals for 2026, and unanimously, they all want to get rich. But there was one subscriber in particular that wanted to stop making dumb money moves. So let's outline the 8 things that EJ needs to stop doing in 2026 if he wants to get rich. Let's rock and let's sub up, and let's make these smart money moves. Okay, keeping it very, very simple with number 1, not budgeting. Look. Think of a budget as a map. If you don't have a map, you don't know where you're going and you don't know how to get to your destination. Budgeting isn't optional. It's kind of mandatory either on paper, either on an app, or just a mental model to ensure that you know what comes in your life and then what goes out of your life when it comes to your money. So not budgeting is essential. I personally like the 50-30-20 rule because it's so easy to follow. 50% of your dollars goes towards your needs, 30% of your dollars goes towards your wants, and then 20% goes towards saving and investing. It's easy to follow. But trust me, if you set a budget early in 2026, you will have the roadmap to follow to hit your financial goals. Set the end goal of what you want to have, an X amount in savings or investings, and then work backwards into what you need to budget for every single paycheck. It's that simple. Follow the rules and just establish discipline. All right, that's number 1. Let's move on to number 2. Not investing. Look, I don't know what your personal circumstances are, EJ, but I want you to understand one simple thing. If you just have your money sitting in a mattress, you're chalked. If you have it sitting in a savings account getting 0% interest, you are chalked. At minimum, have it in a high-yield savings account, but at essentiality, I don't even know if that's a word, you need to have your dollars invested in index funds at least. Because the price of goods are growing at an absolute all-time high because of inflation. Have you seen eggs? But then also, returns in the markets are getting 20% CAGRs in the last 5+ years. Like, lock in. Come on, stop being light-skinned. All right, next, number 3. Actively investing. All right, so I get it. You might be putting a little bit of dollars into the markets. Good for you. But I think you might be doing too much of actively stock picking. Correct me if I'm wrong, but have you spent years working at a Tiger Cub? Have you spent years working at investment banking, private equity? Do you know all the ins and outs of Warren Buffett's value-oriented investing philosophies? And are you patient? Now, if not, don't even try, all right? Because even the actively managed funds, 90% plus of them end up not beating the index funds over the long haul. So if you want to, I think the best case scenario is literally for you to put your money into an index fund and not try to be a stock picker. So just put your money into an index fund. Why? Because you are not a pro and it is very difficult to beat the markets. Now let's move on. Number 4, doom scrolling. Delete TikTok if you don't have Kidney Finance follow. Delete Instagram if you don't have Kidney Finance follow. And if you're on YouTube, watch things that are actually educational, like my actual long form videos. Selfish pub. JK. But if you haven't done already, sub up to the channel. It's the best thing you will ever do. And join our live streams where we're going to set your goals. We're going to build in public. We're going to build an absolute beast of a life in 2026. But back to the seriousness, doom scrolling. There is so much out there. Doom scrolling on Twitter, on Reddit, that have different investment ideas, and all of that are just fluff, in my opinion. The best thing you can do is go to your public library, find amazing books by Benjamin Graham, by Warren Buffett, by Charlie Munger, by Howard Marks, and find incredible resources to read about what it takes to be a great investor. That is the best thing you can do. Even read books on real estate, even read books on personal finance and budgeting. Stop the doom scrolling. 2026, drop the doom scrolling, pick up the actual tangible long-term resources that will help you build wealth. Easy peasy, right? Number 5, this is very, very easy. Stop gambling. But if you are gambling, if you do go gamble, make sure you put 4 times the amount into an investment account, right? Why? Because that's what I do. I have a Filipina grandma who is addicted to gambling, but in like a healthy, cute way, right? We are always going to casinos, and the one thing that she always says, hey, Kenny, when you're home, you mind taking me to Motor City Casino, boom, boom, boom. I can't tell her no. What do I look like as being a good grandchild not taking his grandma out to the casino for a little evening play? But every time I do gamble, say I bring $100, I then automatically am putting $400 into an index fund. Plain and simple. That's my rule. So if you are going to gamble, make sure that you do it responsibly. And if anyone has a gambling addiction, there are gambling resources out there. But just mandatory, put the dollars into a savings or investment account so that you just force function yourself into saving and investing. Easy. Number 6, you're going to resonate with this, all right? Don't go broke trying to look rich. Look, let's take a case in point. Let's look up what Warren Buffett wears on an everyday basis. Here is Warren Buffett's swagger. Now, fancy gentleman, nice suits, wearing a tie, very consistent, very modest. Do you see a Gucci belt in sight? No. Do you see the latest Jordan 11 Gamma Blues? No. Do you see a Bottega Veneta bag? Not at all. This is the spiciest you'll get from Warren Buffett. Lock in. We're moving on. Number 7, going through this hustle life alone. Now look, you might be hard-headed. You might think, hey, I got all this in the bag. It's me. I got this. But here's the thing. There are other hustlers out there. Like, check the Discord. If you check the Discord, you will see that there are so many shredlords out there looking to make smart money moves, buy businesses, build wealth, invest in real estate, change their trajectory of their entire lives, get out of debt, so many things. Look, hit me up on Instagram if you want to get access to the Discord or join one of our live streams, and you will just see the energy of the ambitious folks that are here in the mix. We're not here day trading. We're not here buying crypto. We are here making sound investment decisions for the long haul to build generational wealth, plain and simple. 2 is better than 1, 3 is better than 1, and 500 is better than 1, and there are so many shredlords here that are in the mix looking to make better, smarter financial decisions. So don't think about doing this alone. Either align with your partner, align with your friends, align with your community, align with your school, whatever that community may look like for you. Just set a goal together to say, hey, by the end of the year, I want to see us all making content. By the end of the year, I want to see us all investing in index funds. By the end of the year, I want to see us all get out of debt. Make a cohesive effort to ensure that the entire community is getting the bag. Because what's better than you just winning? The whole team winning, right? And I love this quote. It's the greatest quote of all time. Everybody eats, B. Everybody eats. All right, let's move to the last one. Number 8, waiting for the perfect time. If you wait for the perfect time, you are absolutely chalked. Why? You never know when the perfect time will be. You never know how much time you have. The best thing you have now is the resources, the knowledge, and the skills of today. Like, you have the now. And what does that mean? That means you can go out and make sound decisions to invest today, to build today, to create today, and make today the perfect time. So if you want to get rich in 2026, if you really want to get rich in 2026, have discipline, take risk, and start now. Like, literally as you're watching this video. Start right now, okay? Anywho, I got to get back to the chat because they are going absolutely through the roof with all these ideas and goals, and I literally set out every single goal. I added my thoughts and feedback of what I think is a tactical approach for their goal. So if your goal is not in our chat capital sheet, make sure you join the lives and send us your goals, and we will add that, and I will give you my thoughts so that we can help you rock for 2026. And as always, I got to give a shout out to the chat capital AUM. We have raised, drumroll please, almost $200 for chat capital. Now I know $200 might not seem much compared to the Blackstone KKR funds we used to invest, but my bet is we are going to take $200 all the way to $1 million, I think, by the end of 2026. That's my ambitious goal, okay? So we're going to invest it, we're going to grow it, and we're going to do everything we can to make smart money moves, starting with you stopping these 8 silly, dumb money things. All right, if you guys enjoyed this, smash that like button. As always, sub up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.